This is Communications 105. These are my 5 adults. I will hand the camcorder to my wife for the remainder. I'm Mitch Fowler. This is for Communications 105. I'm going to talk a little bit about my wife and I's honeymoon because that was my favorite trip that I've ever taken. I've been to a lot of different places growing up. My parents owned a timeshare in Tennessee, and I've been going there since 1991, so a year after I was born. My dad's taken me to Canada fishing many times, and that's obviously my favorite place out of the country that I've been to. It's the only place I've been to out of the country. And I've been to a lot of different beaches. When we got to sunny Isle, Florida, my wife and I decided to go to the beach after the second day because we had a little bit of resting time because of all the crap we went through moving for like 24 hours before that. It was pretty miserable. So we had to rough it on the beach a little bit, and we decided to get our goggles out and to start looking for crabs and shells and whatever we could find, just because that was free and there were souvenirs for everybody back home. So we get started doing that, and before you know it, I'm drifting out to sea. Jamie's of course following me. We're switching goggles back and forth because for some reason we only had one set. I guess that's probably safest. She was looking for sharks and jellyfish, which I ended up getting stung by one on that trip. I'm not going to go into detail about that. It's pretty miserable. But we just go down, start looking for all these shells and stuff, and eventually we caught this really big shell. It was amazing. We were so excited about bringing it home. We go back, put it in our pile of all these tiny shells, which was probably like 50 there, and there was literally no English-speaking people on this entire beach. Well, we get down, start talking, go grab a drink, and we're just talking, and somebody comes up to us and is like, "Hey, your shell's walking away." Okay, what the heck do we do? So we also noticed that they were American, they spoke English, and they were pretty nice, so we started talking to them. Well, they ended up being some of our best friends on that vacation. We did everything with these guys. We went to dinner with them. We made plans with them every single night, and it was a blast. They helped make our entire honeymoon. Well, we eventually decided to book some sort of fun activity while we were there because it's our honeymoon, why not blow a bunch of money? Well, we couldn't do a bunch of stuff because it was like jellyfish season. Obviously, like I said, I got stung by a jellyfish. And the girls came up with the idea of, let's go on a mini cruise. So we booked this little mini cruise right in Miami. None of us had ever been to Miami, so it was pretty cool to go there and see all the different things that were to offer in Miami. We took a taxi there, which is not normal for us here where we live. And we get there, and what's supposed to be a mini cruise turns out to be a pontoon. So we get on this pontoon with like 16, maybe 20 other people, and they take us to what's supposed to be this like little tropical paradise island, and we get there and it's like 2 to 3 acres, and there was supposed to be snorkeling, there was supposed to be all this fun stuff going on there, beach volleyball, canoeing. Well, we didn't notice the 2 canoes were strapped on top of the pontoon. We didn't realize that snorkeling was just going to be like, hey, here's some goggles, you can't really do anything because the water's too foggy. And the canoeing, we just ended up canoeing around the island once. Really what we had fun doing was meeting some older people, and it was like, most everybody else there was like 21, and everybody was getting hammered. But it ended up being a blast. We came back, and we still have communications with these people, and it was just a really good time. So that is why my favorite vacation is going to sunny Isle, Florida. Not only because we got to go fishing for these little shells and had them run away on us, and we met some amazing friends, and the little mini cruise, all of the imperfections just made it a completely perfect honeymoon.